Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the place to be for entrepreneurs who want to grow their influence through personal branding. At the time of shooting this video, we have been in lockdown due to COVID-19. We are starting to see lockdown conditions starting to ease across the world now, which is such great news. But right now, in terms of you and your brand and your business, you may be looking at reopening if you have been closed during this time, or during this time you may have been still doing business, but you've been looking at rebranding. So I want to give you 3 ways or 3 ideas of what you can be doing to use your own personal branded photos as part of your relaunch coming out of lockdown. Before we get into it, if you are looking to learn more about growing your own personal brand, please hit the subscribe button. So let's get into it. So coming out of this isolation time, here are some ways that you can be using your own branded photos. Number 1, use your photos to visually clarify your brand story. So how you can do this is using photos of yourself, but also taking photos of your workspace and your work environment. These may also include props and equipment that relate to your business or your brand. To make your images and your story relevant to this time, you could perhaps start by talking about how you've gone through this whole journey, this whole 2020 and the roller coaster that it has been. It's been such a crazy year. But what you could be doing is giving some insight into what's been happening in your business during this lockdown period. Maybe you could even talk about what insights you've had. You may have had some new ideas. You might even be changing direction in your business. When using your photos to clarify your brand story, talk about why you exist, talk about your values, why you do what you do. You can talk about, like I said, how you have changed as a person, how your business has changed following this pandemic. You may have taken photos during this time of things that have impacted you. You can use those photos to keep telling your story. Secondly, use your branded photos to amplify your brand. There is so much going on right now. There is so much news and information. There are so many voices. There is so much that's vying for our attention. You need to cut through that with your brand and your message so you can get through to your ideal audience. Even if you have had some time out and you have been on break, or if you've been working in the background of your business, now is the time to really get out in front of your audience, because you want to be that go-to person. You want to be seen as the market leader in your niche. So now is the time to position yourself as the expert. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait for a better time. Now is the time to be taking action. How can you do this? Just stay visible on social media. Keep interacting with your audience. So just so that when people are ready to buy again, when they're ready to interact once you reopen, if that's the position that you are in, that you are top of mind. One of the best ways to really amplify your brand in your niche is just to keep giving value. As part of knowing your niche, you will know what problems they are facing. So keep talking about that, keep telling stories about that, but then also talking about how you and your brand helped solve those problems. The third point I wanted to cover, if you are looking to level up your personal brand, is to try and avoid using stock images. Have you ever seen the same stock image in multiple places? I know I have. But when I've seen it, I've thought, oh, that's a nice photo, and a lot of them are beautiful. But you don't associate that image with a particular brand. Well, the power of a personal branded photo is that it's directly related to you, and the person who sees that, the person who has followed you, will see that and go, oh, that's that person, that is that brand. So the goal of leveling up your own personal brand is to use photos of you and images of things that relate to your business. So be the face of your business. Use photos of you and images that very specifically relate to your business and your brand. Remember, there is only one you and you are unique, and that in combination with the values that your business and your brand holds makes you truly unique. So make sure that you are leveraging the power of your own personal story, your brand story. Make sure that you're leveraging the power of the lessons that you have personally learned so that you can then communicate that through, and that's what people really connect with. And as you do this consistently, you will continually build that know, like, and trust factor in your business and your brand. I know from my own experience, if I've posted photos of, it might be flat lays or quotes, but when I've posted photos of myself, that has always gained higher engagement. So can I encourage you, keep using photos of yourself, and there's a lot of power in that, and that is one of the main ways that you can stand out. As I said, in this time that we're in where there's just so much noise, now is the most important time to be standing out, to keep putting yourself out there. Position yourself as the expert, as a market leader in your niche. If this has inspired you to take more action in your business, to take more action in being strategic and building your personal brand, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you are inspired to do. Maybe let me know what you have been doing and what's really working for you. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to hear more about building your personal brand. Thank you very much, and keep being your amazing self.